Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, October 3rd. And we are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So sellers, again, took control and did a lot of damage. Okay. Little weak afternoon for the sellers. We'll go over that in a moment. But the bottom line is they're in control. Inside day down for NQ turned out to be a charm. We rolled a lot with double distribution days. NQ probed. Now, are they B shapes? Yes, it's an emotional B shape with trend day, righty, trend day. Righty ends 9 wide and a double distribution. They're firmly down on the monthly and the weekly. I'm sorry, not on the monthly. On the weekly and the daily, and they're below that level we talked about, that we've talked about. I'll look at that in the charts. NQ is a little different. NQ still is inside last month's range. The weekly is definitely down, but it depends on how you're looking at the daily. Like I said, if you use the inside day as your balance, then you came out of it down. That's fine if you didn't use Friday's, if you use Friday's low. But if you're using Wednesday's low, they didn't come out of balance yet to the downside, believe it or not, even though they're down 2% or whatever they were down. They were down close to 2%. We end up with an 8 wide point of control, an afternoon rally high in H, and a double distribution day. I had a very good day today. I took 2 longs today, one in A period in NQ when it was ripping because I said they're going to go get, at least test this overnight POC. So I took it, and I got 22 points out of that. Then I shorted A period in ES for a couple of points against halfback, overnight halfback, and yesterday's halfback. Should have held on to that short. Oh my goodness. I caught the high today. I caught the high today and I caught the afternoon rally high, and I didn't make much on either one. I figured out exactly where I was. I think it was 7, what was the high there? 17 and a quarter? What was the high in the day? Let me see real quick. The high in the day was 17. I think I got 16 or 16.50. But anyway, shorted that for a couple of points in A. Then in B period, when we actually came down, I took a long right before when the JOLTS number came out, right above the 144. I got 1.5 points out of it. And then I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm out. Thank goodness I got out, because then that's when the carnage started. And then I just shorted the entire day. So then I made 13 points in ES on a short in B, another 6 in C, 2 in D. I made 20 points in D period and NQ on a short. And then the afternoon started drying up. I was looking for the afternoon rally high. I was eating when F period filled the single prints in F. In NQ, that would have been a nice short because it came in a quick 10 or 12 points right away. I didn't do that. The only afternoon trades I did, I shorted H, and I nailed the afternoon rally high. Missed it by a tick. I shorted 78 and a quarter is our afternoon rally high. Didn't hold it though. And then in J period, I just scalped the living crap out of shorts in NQ for 36 points. So I made 26 points in ES today and 78 in NQ. Very happy. I was actually considering a long in NQ. I thought their target would be 58. That daily low, they got it. They went down a little bit more below it, but then really rallied pretty good there. NQ did not get to 42.50. They have a daily low on the September contract, and that's the one I use, at 42.49, and they have a gap below that. Never got into it. SPY did get that gap and get into some of the singles from June 1st. So, again, let's go over the destinations. I want to show you some things on the charts because it's kind of interesting. So for the upside in SPY, we have our afternoon rally high at 422.83, and then single prints 423.15 that got filled at 424.85, and today's high is 426.65. For our downside, 420.18 is our low, and then we have single prints back in June. Now these things, you should have these written down. You should never get rid of them until they get taken, because I waste time doing this. 420.08 to 419.75 is a single print, and then 419.17 to 418.75. NES, our downside is today's low of 51 and a quarter. And then daily low, 49, filling the gap at 39.75. That's what I'm going to give you for now. If we look lower tomorrow, I'll give you some more single prints in the morning. And on the upside, we have our afternoon rally high at 78 and a quarter. Single prints, 81.75 to 98.75. It's a decent set of singles up there, my friends. And today's high is 17, and I'm carrying forward our 16 wide overnight POC at 43.25. So let's look real quickly. I don't want to make this long, but I want to show you something on these charts that are interesting. So first and foremost, right? We're down on the weekly, one time framing down for 3 weeks after a double inside week. So that shows you how powerful that is. Again, the line in the sand, bulls need to retake 430 in SPY. Obviously not anywhere near it. They want to stay out of 420, 421 basically, 420.77. Well, guess what? We got below it a little bit. Why is that important? Because if you get acceptance into this next balance, you're gonna, things are gonna change. We might not have higher lows anymore. We talked about that earlier. So again, that's going to be important for me to see if buyers are able to hold it or not. So that's one thing on ES. Okay. The other thing is the daily is firmly down. I can't imagine we're not going to go test that 200-day moving average. It's at 419.17. We have not been below the 200-day moving average since March 24th. Okay? So over 6 months, we have not touched it. Let's see if we're going to. So we are down on all 3 time frames. Now, I want to show you a couple things in triple Qs first. Triple Qs is not taking out last month's low. They're still down on the monthly, but they didn't take it out yet. Okay? So that's important. Weekly is down, but we're still inside last week's range. It's only 2 days, but not like us where we are below last week's range pretty good. So they're a little stronger for now. And the daily, again, if you're using Friday's low as your balance, then you're down. But if you were using Wednesdays, then it's all still one big balance, a 9-day balance. And that's how I would probably look at NQ right now, unless they took out Wednesday's low. So they're definitely acting better than the ES, okay? And then the other thing I want to show you one time is IWM. Why? Because look, remember we asked if this was the canary in the coal mine. We kept testing the 200-day moving average. That's $12 ago. That's $12 ago. 10% of 183 is 18. So we got what? 6% down, 7% down. So again, at Water Canary, look at this. They had a gap that was holding. It get filled at 171.56 from May. Guess what? We filled it today. So things are still dicey. And then look at this. I can't believe we're back. I'm sure you guys and gals are tired of hearing me. But this is the high from August of 2018. 2 years to get back over it. And now we're back to it again. This was a great swing trade. If you took the short last month against the previous month's high, if you shorted 197 and used 203, forget 203, you used 205 as your out. You were risking $8 on a swing trade to get the balance low. Well, right now, 197 to 170, $27 you have in that swing trade. Balance rules, very, very powerful. We were in balance today until we blew through it early this morning and came out of balance. So again, decent volume today. I don't know if it's going to crack the top 10. Probably not. We have to do another 11 million in the after hours for that to happen. But the room was clicking on all cylinders. You keep people calm. You tell them what you're seeing. We read this day really nicely. We nailed that afternoon rally high. We said the odds of going and getting new lows are good. Once we failed on the triple distribution day, I said I don't think we make lower lows that get much extension. Well, we didn't. We made a new low in J, but didn't get any extension, and then that was it for the rest of the day. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.